Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna
Dandavat
Mataji,
pranam.
Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat pranam. Prabhu, can you make me co-host? Prem
Yes,
Prakash.
yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Just a moment.
Thank you. Okay, we'll start with Mangalacharan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jyaudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, whoever wants to read the verse, please raise your hands. 5th canto, chapter 1, verse number 24. Alright, I'm gonna start reciting. No one. Am I audible? Okay, Madhumai
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Atha cha duhitaram prajapater Vishwakarmanaha. Upayeme barhishmatim nama tasyam uhavava. Atmajan atmasamana. शीलगुणा कर्मरूपा वीर्योदरान् दश भावायां बभूव कन्यां च यवीयसीम् ऊर्जस्वतीं नाम. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Madhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ath cha duhitaram prajapate Vishwakarmana. Upayeme bahishmatim nama tasyamu havav. Atmajanatma samana shila guna karma rupa viryodarandash bhavayambava bhuva kanyam cha yaviyasimurja swatim nama. Thank you, Prabhuji and
Thank
Prabhu
you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Anjali Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण अथ च दुहितरं प्रजापते विश्वकर्मण उपयेमे बहिष्मतिर्नाम तस्यामुहभाव आत्मजान आत्मसमानशीलगुण रूपवीर्योदरं दश भावयाम बभूव कन्यां च यवीयसीम ऊर्जस्वतीम नाम. हरे कृष्ण माता.
Thank you, Krishna. B. Shubha Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम.
Hare Krishna.
अध च दुहितरं प्रजापतेर्विश्वकर्मण उपयेमे बर्हिष्मतिं नाम तस्यामुहवाव आत्मजनात्म समानशीलगुणकर्मरूपवीर्योदारान् दश भावयां बभूव कन्यां च यवीयसी मूर्जस्वतीं नाम. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you, Krishna. Revati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Atacham duhitaram prajabodher Vishwakarmana upayeye prahishtamadhim तामतस्यां च भाव आत्मजान आत्मसमान शील गुण कर्म रूप वीर्योदरां दश भावयां बभूव कन्यां च यनियसिं ऊर्जस्वीतं नाम. हरे कृष्णा माताजी. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, Krishna. Atha, thereafter, Cha, also, Duhitaram, the daughter, Prajapate, of one of the Prajapatis interested with increasing population. Vishwakarmanaha, name Vishwakarma. Upayem, married. Bharishmati, Nam, named. Tasyam, in her. Uha, as it is celebrated. Vav, wonderful. Atmajan, sons. Atmasaman, exactly equal to him. Shila, character. Guna, quality. Karma, activities. Rupa, beauty. Virya, prowess. Udaran, whose magnanimity. Dasha, 10. Bhavayam babuha, he begot. Kanyam, daughter. Cha also Yayish Yavi Yashim, the youngest of all, Urjaswati Nama named. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thereafter, Maharaj Priyavrat married Bharishmati, the daughter of the Prajapati named Vishwakarma. In her, he begot 10 sons equal to him in beauty, character, magnanimity, and other qualities. He also begot a daughter, the youngest of all, named Urjaswati. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maharaj Priyavrat not only carried out the order of Lord Brahma by accepting the duties of government, but also married Bharishmati, the daughter of Vishwakarma, one of the Prajapatis. Since Maharaj Priyavrat was fully trained in transcendental knowledge, he could have returned home and conducted the business of government as a brahmachari. Instead, however, when he returned to household life, he accepted a wife also. The principle is that when one becomes a grahastha, he must live perfectly in that order, which means he must live peacefully with a wife and children. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's first wife died, his mother requested him to marry for a second time. He was 20 years old and he was going to take sannyas at the age of 24. Yet, by the request of his mother, he married. As long as I am in household life, he told his mother, I must have a wife. For household life does not mean staying in a house. Real household life means living in a house with a wife. 3 words in this verse are very significant. Uhavava. These words are used to express wonder. Priyavrat Maharaj had taken a vow of renunciation. But accepting a wife and begetting children have nothing to do with the path of renunciation. These are activities in the path of enjoyment. It was a source of great wonder. Therefore, that Priyavrat Maharaj, who had followed the path of renunciation, had now accepted the path of enjoyment. Sometimes we are criticized because although I am a sannyasi, I have taken part in the marriage ceremonies of my disciples. It must be explained, however, that since we have started a Krishna conscious society, and since a human society must also have ideal marriages, to correctly establish an ideal society, we must take part in marrying some of its members. Although we have taken to the path of renunciation, this may be astonishing to persons who are not very interested in establishing Devi Varnashram, the transcendental system of 4 social orders and 4 spiritual orders. Shri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, however, wanted to re-establish Devi Varnashram. In Deva Varnashram, there cannot be acknowledgement of social status according to birthright. Because in Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the determining consideration are guna and karma, one's qualities and work. It is this Deva Varnashram that should be established all over the world to continue a perfect society for Krishna consciousness. This may be astonishing to foolish critics, but it is one of the functions of a Krishna conscious society. Om Agyan Mirandasya Gyananjan Shalakaya Chakshurun Militamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Deenbandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanuste Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Namam Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pristhaya, Bhutale, Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamne. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadarine. Thereafter Maharaj Priyavrat married Bharishmati, the daughter of the Prajapati named Vishwakarma. In her, he begot 10 sons equal to him in beauty, character, magnanimity, and other qualities. He also begot a daughter, the youngest of all, named Urjaswati. Okay, I actually gave this class a year ago in Gita Nagari, so I have a presentation on it, but I want to know, we are reading from 5th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Creative Impetus, the Creative Impetus, chapter 1, which is entitled as what?
Activities of
Activities of
Maharaja
Maharaj
Priyavrata.
Priyavrata.
The activities of Maharaj Priyavrat. And now we are in what part of the pastime? What has happened? Maharaj Priyavrat has?
Honoring the orders superiors, Maharaja
Mhm.
Priyavrata took the he was engaged in worldly affairs, but he was fully absorbed in the lotus feet of the Lord,
Krishna.
and which is the cause of all the material liberation. So he was not absorbed in material contamination. He was free from material contamination.
Yeah. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji. And now the Sukhdev Goswami is adding twist after twist. So not only that he left his path of renunciation, but and accepted the role of a king to rule the entire planets of that particular universe under the order of his father Swambhu Manu and his grandfather Brahma. And of course, got blessings of Narad Muni. But now we are seeing that he actually married Brihaspati and actually got 10 sons and 1 daughter. So this is Uhavava, means this is like path of vow of renunciation. And now he has fallen from path of renunciation to path of enjoyment. Okay, let's have some fun. So now this is the dilemma here. Okay, much of this is a revision. I think most of you already know this, but let's see. Path of renunciation. So this is Maharaj Priyavrat at the top of Gandhamadana hill, and Swambhu Manu and Narad Muni are there, and Brahma comes, and with Brahma all the other celestial planet inhabitants of celestial planets come to convince that leave this path of renunciation, and he took the path of enjoyment. Now this we will study in 5th canto 14th chapter, which is the forest of material enjoyment. How is it possible? Uhavava. So basically, we look at somebody's life from where we are, not where the other person is. Atmavat manyate jagat. Everyone thinks of others according to his own position. That is why we are imperfect, right? We have imperfect senses. We commit mistake. We get illusioned, and then to hide all that imperfections and illusions, we cheat, right? So it's very rare. Only a realized soul can actually look at the other person as they are, not look at the other person as we are. We project. So looking at other person as we are. So because we think that path of married life or having children is a path of enjoyment, so we can find a critic in somebody else's life. That, oh, how can you be a devotee of Krishna, pure devotee of Krishna, if you are in Grahastha ashram? Not possible. Yeah, if there's a sannyasi, do you see even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to take sannyas, right? If you study the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's word was not taken very, it was not taken with a lot of seriousness until he took sannyas, and then he spoke as a sannyasi. So the sannyas ashram carries so much of authenticity and aura and awe and reverence. But why not a grahastha? Because of this philosophy of Atmavad Manyate Jagat. So what made Priyavrat Maharaj accept householder's life? What are different reasons? Anji, what are the different reasons? What made Priyavrat Maharaj? You can raise your hand, please. What made Priyavrat Maharaj accept the householder's life? What are the different reasons? Am I audible? You can raise your hand. I think nobody has raised their hand. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Acha, okay, thank
He
you.
wanted to honor the word of Brahmaji.
Okay, that's one reason. Yeah, Prem Prakash Adas Prabhu. Yes.
Order of the Lord can never be disobeyed. And so he
Okay, very
wanted to
nice.
follow the order of the Lord.
Okay. Thank you. Very nice. And yes, Surekha Mataji, what is the other reason?
Yes, same as Prabhuji said, that he understood that it is not the wish of his father Swayambhuva Manu or Brahmaji, it is the wish of the Lord. So he must honor it.
Thank you. We studied the second reason in today's purport, but thank you. So let's see. Yes, Maharaj Priyavat accepted a householder's life out of the sense of duty because it is ordered by Brahma. Even Krishna accepted 16,108 wives and so many other wives, right? Out of the sense of duty. So the principle is that one becomes a grahastha, he must live perfectly in that order, which means he must live peacefully with a wife and children, right? This is what Prabhupada is writing in the purport. So grahastha without wife and children is not really a grahastha. So anybody who's a grahastha here must feel privileged if they have wife and children at home, and then they can use that platform to become Krishna conscious peacefully, like perfectly in that order, which means he must live peacefully. The word is peacefully with the wife and children. Then the other reason is to set an example. He is a leader of the society. Yad yad acharati shreshta tat evataro janaha sa yad pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standards he set by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. And so if he is not going to set a proper example, then others will give his example not to set any other example, right? Krishna talks about these qualities in his devotee and says that these qualities are created by me in Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, right? Buddhir jnanam sammoha kshama satyam dhamma samaha sukham dukham bhavo abhavo bhayam cha abhyameva cha ahimsa samata tushti stapodanam yasho ayashaha bhavanti bhava bhutanam mat eva prathak vidaha. So my center of attention of the qualities is Dhamma and Samaha. Dhamma and Samaha means the control of the senses and control of the mind. So Krishna created these qualities. And if Krishna has created these qualities, he's not saying that these qualities can only be given to a person who is only situated in a brahmachari or vanaprastha sannyas order of life. He's not saying anywhere this. Actually, if you read the purport of Srila Prabhupada, some Dhamma and Sama is actually meant for a Grahastha. This quality is specifically created by Krishna. Yes, all Varna and all ashram are supposed to follow, but specifically the one in Grahastha ashram. So how are we going to cultivate those qualities, right? This is just another way of saying the same thing. The Samaha, control of the senses, is Dhammaha. Senses should not be unnecessary, should not be used for unnecessary personal enjoyment. And Samaha, restrain the mind from unnecessary thoughts like money. Power of thought should be developed in association of Guru Sadhu Shastra. Okay, so and then the other thing is Prabhupada talks about Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada's desire to establish Deva Varnashram. There's an Asuri Varnashram too. Like Ravan was a Kshatriya, right? He was a Grihastha. But that's not Deva Varnashram, that's Asuri Varnashram. Asuri Varnashram because it is against Krishna, against God, against Lord Ram. Deva Varnashram means which is in relation with Krishna, in the center. So that's Deva Varnashram. Krishna says this in the 4th chapter, verse 13 of Bhagavad Gita, that he creates Varnashram Dharma so people can purify themselves. So Varnashram Dharma, Prabhupada writes in the purport of today's verse that it's not based on one's birthright, it's based on guna and karma. Krishna created it, he is publicizing it, and he is explaining it that this is how it is. Krishna does not belong to any of these classes because he's a creator and not a conditioned soul. So Brahmana is supposed to be in the mode of goodness, Kshatriya in the mode of passion, Vaishya mixture of passion and ignorance, and Shudra is the mode of ignorance. So purpose of this system is to elevate from animal status to human status. People can purify themselves by regulating desires, and process of purification for one whose material desires inhibit him from directly approaching Krishna. It systematically develops Krishna consciousness. It's a scientific division. There is no point in faking one's elevation in Krishna consciousness. There is no point. Krishna is in the heart. We can pose as a very big devotee, but Krishna, do you think Krishna buys that? I think it'll attract Krishna. That if somebody is just posing as a devotee in the face of being a renunciant, but inside there is so many desires and attachments. Do you think that's very authentic?
No, Mataji.
Krishna
It's
is
not.
considered Antaryami. Krishna is
Krishna
considered Antaryami, and so he would know everything going on inside rather than
Yeah.
outside.
Yes. So Krishna has given this concession. You see that, okay, don't fake, don't be a cheater. Because out of all the four imperfections, imperfect senses, illusion, tendency to commit mistakes, and tendency to cheat, we can't do with anything about our imperfect senses. I can't make my senses perfect, right? We can't do our ability to commit mistakes. Is to err is human, right? And then to be illusion, because there are perfect, imperfect senses, there is going to be illusion. Think of something else as something else. So can't do much about that either. But tendency to cheat is completely in the hand of a conditioned soul. So Krishna has designed this so we don't cheat. We don't cheat. We don't cheat. You see, Krishna is working so hard. We say God is not working, he's working so hard. So Krishna has nothing to do with this varnashram system personally, but he is showing, when he's a grahastha, he's welcoming Sudama or Brahman. And when he's a Kshatriya, he's on the war field. As a Vaishya, he's taking care of the cows of Nand Maharaj. As a Shudra, he's a chariot driver of Arjun. So himself in Krishna's lifetime, we can see Krishna's pastime, we can see how Krishna has said that. So Priyavrat Maharaj accepted the order of household life and married out of sense of duty to set an example. And also to set an example of not being just a very good leader, but also to set an example of how to follow a Devi Varnashram system and how to remain Krishna conscious even in that particular system. Now, the other part of this class of this purport is Uhavava. Like Prabhupada says that he says he is criticized because he is a sannyasi and he takes part of these his disciples' wedding ceremonies. He has nothing to do with marriage or grahastha, but he still takes part. Right? How do we explain that? So this is Srila Prabhupada's hand-carved statue, which was sent on Prabhupada's ISKCON's 50th anniversary from Russia. A devotee hand carved it, and this is outside of ISKCON Boston. Like I took this picture from outside the lobby of ISKCON Boston. So this is very nice, and we put it here. It was on display on Prabhupada's 50th anniversary. So Uhavava, how wonderful it is. Prabhupada is a sannyasi and he's conducting the marriage ceremony of his disciples. So this is a verse in Chaitanya Chaitamrita. Again, Vaishnava Nera Kriya Mudra Vigyenaha Na Bhujyaha. Even a very intelligent man cannot understand the activities of a pure Vaishnava. Just surrender. There's no point. How can you say that Prabhupada publicized chant Hare Krishna and stay high forever and be happy? Stay high forever? Like that's like a LSD and ganja job. Prabhupada said no. He used the same line and he said chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and stay high forever. So this is very wonderful that a pure devotee is seemingly taking part in the materialistic activities, but we can't understand the activities because we are not pure devotee. So try to look at and develop that vision from the eyes of the Shastras. Okay, so this is what I wanted to present in this class, that what are the different reasons. This is very wonderful that path of renunciation is now become path of enjoyment. But has it really become a path of enjoyment is the question. Next time we see a devotee, let us not discriminate based on what ashram they are situated in. A grahastha can be a better devotee than a brahmachari or anyone. It doesn't matter. At least according to the eyes of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, it does not matter. But from the eyes of our own minds or the noise that the society makes, it may matter. So now we have a choice what we want to follow. Because Krishna has said in 10th chapter, develop your intelligence in association with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Okay, I don't have Manas Siksha today because I came from work just now, but this is what I wanted to say. that Priyavat Maharaj has not moved from his position of being a pure devotee of Krishna just because he has taken to a householder life, has married. Actually, he's going to have a second wife too. This is the first wife, right? We will study. There's going to be a second wife. Okay, first wife, 10 sons, 1 daughter. Oh my God, he's gone case. No, he's not a gone case. Let us not look at the life of a pure devotee from where we are. Let's look at the life of a pure devotee from the vision of a Tattvadarshi. Question, reflections, realizations, corrections. I don't know if I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, Mataji, you are.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, my question is from not today's class, yesterday's class, Mataji. Yeah, yesterday's class, last lines, it told like Mahabhagavata, who has nothing to do with the material world, come down to the second platform of devotional service and preach the glories of Lord.
Madhyamadikari.
Yeah, so why preaching is called second level platform for Mataji?
Mataji, because in Uttamadikari, he's seeing everybody as part and parcel of Krishna. There's no discrimination. No, he's not seeing anybody at any need. Uttamadikari is that, right? Who has an equal vision
Yes, Mataji.
towards every living entity. So how can you talk about Krishna if you're only seeing Krishna everywhere and everyone is part and parcel of Krishna? But a Madhyamadikari discriminates. Right? That is why it is important to come down to that level, preach, to preach. Uttamadikari cannot preach because Uttamadikari is at the highest level of humility, where they don't see anybody else as a non-devotee. Imagine developing that vision when you see nobody as a non-devotee and everybody appears to be a devotee. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. And one more thing, Mataji, a day before yesterday, or maybe 2-3 class before, I'm just reminding Prabhuji, there was question regarding like Brahma Loka and Brahma. It's like Brahma is
Telugu.
yes. So that we were like about to ask you, Mataji. So
I think we answered that question before also. Right, Prem Prakash Adas Prabhu? We answered that question.
Yes, Mataji. In fact, we discussed about the continuity of cosmic manifestation ultimately ending into a spiritual sky. And the word used was almost in the purport, which suggests that there may be a very small fraction, but there may be a birth and death. And so it ultimately merges into a spiritual sky. So there is no watertight department like you have the cosmic manifestation, the department stops here, like India stops here and Sri Lanka starts here. It may not be like that. It may be a continuity with one material manifestation merging into ultimately a spiritual sky. With Mataji's permission, Mataji, I heard from someone else an explanation, which I felt was more understandable. The Prabhuji was saying that when you are Uttama Adhikari, you are actually looking at every person as a soul. And since you are looking at him as a soul, if you are an Uttama Adhikari, you know that any person that comes in front of you is a soul who is Satchit Anand. So he already has all the knowledge. And so how can you even teach someone who has all the knowledge? And that's why Uttama Adhikari cannot teach anyone. It's like if I see you, Mataji, how would I even think about preaching?
No,
Forget
not
about
that way. Yeah, but
preaching.
I understood.
So, yeah. So that was the explanation. And yeah, it felt good explanation. So I thought I will
Very
share.
nice.
yeah,
Thank
thank you,
you. Very
Prabhuji.
nice. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Okay, I think you can stop live stream, Prabhu. May I request you, please?
Yes,
And then
yes.
No other question, reflection. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyeva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namah. Nanta Koti Vaishnavin ki jai, Shivapad ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Dandavad
Mataji.
Pranam,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji.
We are
Dandavat
back,
Pranam,
Prakash
Mataji.
Babuji. Hare Krishna.